are working on the trailer. Alright, got some people watching. I can't, Sean, hi, how's it going, man? So, I'm not going to be really doing a lot of talking, but, I am, working on the trailer. If you guys have been watching the past videos, you'll know that, I'm attempting to make this trailer into a useful camping type trailer. So what I've done so far, the plywood base is off and the sides are off. So if you guys hear the humming, it's the fan. I was welding, so it's a little bit smoky in here. Anyways, let's get to work here. These are 4 feet. That's how wide this camping trailer is going to be. It's going to be 4 feet wide. Trying to see if anybody said anything other than hi, hello, hello. So these pieces here, these are green treated 2x4, and I just cut them at 4 feet, and they're going to sit on each one of these cross members. Before, the plywood was just bolted to these cross members, but I'm trying to use these 2x4s as a anchor for the plywood top. And like I said, it's smoky in here because I was just doing some welding on the frame that I couldn't get to when I redid it the first time. I had it flipped over, but I had left the plywood on. So, see, these are going to sit on there like so. Simple enough. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the death wheel, and I'm going to cut these hinges and just get them off for right now. I think it'll be good enough. What do we got? Hi Zach, how are you doing? I love your new truck. Hey, thanks man. I love my new truck too. It has been worth its weight in gold these last few days. I tell you what. Oh, and I got Phoenix, the shop dog. He's out here too, enjoying it. He normally stays out of the way, so whatever. It's a pretty good pup. We had him. We went up to Grand Marais, and we had him in the dog kennel, or like the dog watching place, and he hasn't been feeling good since he came back. So he's had some bathroom issues. Hopefully they get sorted out. 'Cause, 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 This took me 2 days to build. It just took me 10 seconds to destroy. Oh man. Nah, it's still good. There we go. So, what do we got? How are you doing? How you doing? I would love to have a garage work area like yours. You know what? For being like a 2-stall, it's pretty decent, but this little work area, which actually could be expanded over because the cement pad goes over, this area makes this garage so much better. Otherwise, it would be really cluttered. It already is really cluttered, but this kind of, there's no workbench in the regular area. So I just got the tailgate off, the ramp off. And now we get to put on the fun pieces. So, the key for this is going to be to measure it out, because the frame is probably 3 feet wide and these pieces are 4, so I gotta make sure I overlap them the right way. They're 38, these are 48, so 5 inches overlap on each side. So mark it. Cuts aren't that 100% perfect. I'm more of a fly by the seat of your pants kind of guy. So, you just do what looks right. If you guys hear a humming noise, it's the fan. It is hot and humid here in Minnesota. So what do we got? What do we got? 13 of you. Are you building a camper to camp in and sleep? Yes, that is the plan. I measured it out. I think I uploaded that video, but I measured it out. It's gonna be 6 feet high, or 6 foot box. I'm 5'6", so there'll be a little bit of room above me, and I can just sneak it out. So all I have to do is adjust. The garage door is like 1 inch too far down because it goes up and it stops at a little bit of an angle. So all I have to do is adjust it so it goes up the rest of the way. I can push it manually, so I know I can get it to adjust, and then I can bring it in and out easily. And if that don't work, I'll just take a little air out of the tires, but I know I can adjust that door enough. Alright, so there's our 5 inches. Okay. This back one here I didn't have to mark because this is 4 feet. It would look like just about from here. So those are the cross members. They're going to elevate the platform, but they are also just going to be a really good anchor point. I had carriage bolts on the trailer before. This is what a carriage bolt is, if you're wondering. Is these nice little round top bolts. They're good, but when you anchor them in, this part here is square. That's the only meat that you get, and it doesn't always hold. And as soon as it doesn't hold, that's it. Like, you're underneath the trailer in the middle. You have to have someone on top to help you, and it's just me out here. So I'm just gonna screw it. Try and learn. How are you doing? Well, try and learn. Well, Yeah, so we're just gonna get to it. Okay, I need some screws. What do we got laying around here? Blue. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get under there with the drill and just attach these 4-foot runners, whatever you want to call them. This is my plywood is going to be a lot more secure by doing it this way than those carriage bolts. This way here, they're a little bit far spaced out, but I thought that doesn't matter because you're not. It can be a little soft. It's not super crucial. What do we got? Hi, Zach. Hello. So, we'll get to her here. I want to get it pretty close. Let's see if we can do this. I'm hoping we can. The screws might be a little too long though. Not that bad. Quite the angle we got. Okay. One side. Hopefully you guys can see. I guess it's not really nice. I hurt my fingers. It is really warm here. The last few days, today is a milder day, but I haven't made a video, as you guys know, because I've been up north in Grand Marais, and it is not hot like this in Grand Marais. Grand Marais is like 70s, no humidity, and you get a nice breeze off the lake. And down here it's 90 to 92 with a ton of humidity. It's nasty. But that's what it goes. So this is going to be awesome. There we go, one down. One down, here we go. Okay, now I gotta figure out kind of how I want to. I think I'm just gonna figure it out here. can't be up here all night because tomorrow I'm going to hang out with my mom during the day, so I can't be here all night long, but I think I could. Four screws on there, that's not going anywhere for a long time. I'll make sure you guys can see what's going on here. Oh yeah, you guys can see that, can't you? What about building a little shed besides your garage to store some of the things? You can, well, yeah. I come and hunt for the. Will the wheels? Will that hit the wheels? No. No, the wheels are. I think they got about 2 or 3 inches on each side, so should be fine. At least I'm hoping it's fine, but you guys can maybe see that there's room here. The other plywood that was on it, that was also 4 feet. That's why I was going to make it bigger. I was going to flip the axle, but then you get into a whole thing where 4x8 sheets of plywood don't work. You got to try to cut them different ways and match them up. And instead of doing all that, I'd rather just do it the simpler way, which is this one. This is supposed to be a keep it simple trailer. One thing I need to consider when screwing off the floor is I can't use like a super long screw because it's going to hit this angle iron. Something to consider. This one here is just going to get less screws through my last switch. So this one's going to get a few less screws than the other ones because I covered them up when welding this new tongue on there. So I think we'll be okay. What I'll do is I'll drill out 2 spots right here in a minute and attach that. This one here, we got the lamp up in front. This front piece is the crooked part. So that's going to be a little bit tricky. Just a little bit. Remember that this trailer, at some point in time, was in an accident. And so, you can see that it was an accident by looking at the frame on the front. It's a little bit off. in the eye. Okay, now I need to take the drill bit forward. After you get the drill bits, you can drill those 2 holes. Use DeWalt. These are DeWalt titanium DeWalt drill. I like DeWalt. That's a good drill. Okay. Hole. I tell you guys, these titanium drill bits are like a hot knife and butter. They're unbelievable. Amazing. Those 2 holes are drilled. And set. Oh, great. Oh, wiring. That's no good. Okay. Do the 2 holes for the 2 screws. There you go. Alright. There's 4 runners around there. Oh, hey Sarah. Why isn't your wife or girlfriend in the videos? Because normally if I'm out here, she's asleep. You should teach your dog to bring you tools. And yeah, well, I'm out in the garage, so the quality might not be the greatest, but I was hoping maybe you guys would understand. I'm doing some late night work, so you can be my entertainment. Sweet. Well, Sarah, this is my soon-to-be tiny camper thing. This is how bored I get. Maybe. Okay. So, we have the runners on there. Oh, yeah. I still have the chunk of rust in my eye. Lift with your back, not with your legs. Digging it? You seeing what I'm seeing? Only 7 people. Only 7 people want to watch my late night videos? Rude. I have redone this trailer. This will be the 3rd time? 4th time. I've done it 4 times. Can you believe that? I think I did it right one of these times. Now they come up with another idea. What are you doing? Like I said, this trailer isn't perfect because it was in a accident type situation. Not with me, but it was. Well, I'm just gonna have to deal with it how it is, I guess. Not perfectly square. A lot of people do these with Harbor Freight trailers, which is awesome. So if you were gonna do this, you should get yourself a Harbor Freight trailer. Feeling better. And like I said, this trailer, when I redid it, it has a giant axle on it. Like the axle, I think, is probably rated for like 8,000 pounds. It's massive, 3-inch quarter wall, like big axle. So when I redid it, I put they're like the smallest ones I can find. They're 2,000 pounds each I believe. or maybe it's 2,000 total. I think they're 2,000 pounds total, which is still a lot of weight for a 4x8 trailer. I imagine with this all said and done, this trailer will weigh under 1,000 pounds. That's kind of the idea of a small 4x8 teardrop, if you want to call it that, is they're extremely light. Thanks. Luke says, were the boards on the bottom pressure treated? Yes. The plywood is not. The boards on the bottom are. And Dan says, you're really awesome. I love how you do things to make life a little easier for yourself and girlfriend. Sweet. Thanks for the kind words, guys. Yeah. Sam sometimes watches these live feeds if she's up, but every time I do a live feed, she's normally asleep. And that's when I get a little bit of time to like come up here and hang out and like do my projects, because otherwise we're really busy people. And I know that she has to work this week all week long, every day, all day long. So for me, I don't get to see her, which sucks. But that's why I'm working on this project right now, because I think I can get a lot done this week. Because a lot of time, nothing but time before and after work. So I'd rather do nothing and hang out with her than not hang out with her and be doing something. It's kind of all down, I guess. I don't know. Spend as much time with her as possibly can. Okay. There we are. There is the base of it. So just a little clean up. I gotta zip a little piece off that side. One right there. Like I said, this trailer isn't 100% square with itself. Holds good. Just it's an old trailer. I tried asking my dad where on earth he got it from, and he can't even remember, so. Yeah, I really like doing projects on the fly and just making them fit. They don't always turn out like perfect, but I really think that it is doing it. Even if you fail at it, you have fun doing it. There you go. So, bingo. Let's see how squishy it is. Oh yeah. Easily all day long be able to walk around in your real columns. It's 1/2-inch plywood, so no problems. That's perfect. Okay, now I have to build some sort of like a simple wall. Move this. I'm just gonna keep an eye on whatever time it is. I have no idea. How far am I planning to have a big family? Yes. I want to have like 6 kids. How far away do you live from your dad? I live about an hour maybe an hour and a half, we can get that cabinet from him. So, where the cookie crumbles. So the idea of this is to have it really light. But at the same time, it was really usable. I want to have 6-foot sides. So let's do. So I can probably build one side. All these 2x4s. This is going to be a box on wheels, because I figured even if it's 6 feet tall, it's going to be about 8 feet tall. So the truck is really going to be moving most of the air out of the way from it. So I'm not really worried about wind resistance, because, you know, the same thing would be like you got a normal sized camper. The way I figure is this is going to be like a mainly my thing, and Sam might tag along sometimes, but she's probably going to be embarrassed with how it looks. But her and I were looking at campers, and they're expensive. You can get like a 70s pop-up, but they normally need quite a bit of work. Okay, I'm not going to sit there and unscrew that all night. But they need a lot of work, so you kind of need to, I figure I can build one of these for cheap. Cheap enough, or I'll be happy. And then, you know, at some point, get a pop-up or whatever. Star bit that might be stuck in there forever. I'm trying to get it up It's stuck in there forever. Got to get the screw out. So, Sarah, what kind of work are you working on tonight? You doing some of your artwork, or what's going on? Let's go over there in a minute and check it out. Yeah, I mean, this is something you just let play for a little bit and then you leave, come back. See that I'm in the same spot. What we got? Making some little pre-made picks to sell off. Oh. What is the best medication do you use to get rid of bad headaches? Fresh air and water. But if I need medication for it, I'll just take whatever is in the cabinet. Tylenol, Advil. The important thing, I think, with Advil is that you're supposed to eat something with it, because the whatever they put in there attaches itself to like food, and that's what helps. Normally I find I can get rid of my headaches with some fresh air. Zach, when do we get to see you and your new truck in the Jones Act Survival? I'll probably make one. I was debating making one since he kind of like told everybody about it, and I think I got like quite a bit of views on that video. I don't know the exact amount, but I'll probably do one. I made the whole vacation trip one, so I could do one. I just thought everyone kind of seen it already. So I'm gonna kind of frame this traditionally. And that's going to be to cut it and build a wall and then tip it up, because I think that'll be easier. What's going on, bud? You got a stick in your head. Look at my little friend I got today. Feeling any better? We were on vacation and he had to stay at the dog place where they watch him, and he's not feeling good. He's had diarrhea, so hopefully he feels better. I think he's getting better slowly, but it makes me nervous. So if he still has it, he's had it for like 2 or 3 days, and we thought it probably is from stress. But if he still has it in a few days, we gotta bring him in. How fun! How fun! Right, fun? Oh, I lost all my tools. So I want this to be 6 feet tall to the roof. So that means I'm going to have 1.5 inches at the bottom and 1.5 inches at the top. And for this to be 6 feet, you got to minus that 3 inches, which makes it 69 instead of 72. So do that 4 boards. 69. That way I get my total height of what I want. I gotta really think about this permit now. So if I do 6 feet, I have to do 4 feet apply, and then get another sheet. Cut that in half for 2 feet. It gives me height. And I can stand in there. But if I do 4 feet, which is actually less than 4 feet, I can get twice as much out of what I got here. I might do 4 feet. Because 4 feet is more than enough, because you still have headroom and enough room to sleep. It's a little bit, but it's not going to be 4 feet, because it has to be 3 inches less, so 45 inches. That way you get twice as much. So a normal teardrop, I was going for a little bit more. be a little too much. I should be putting the solitaire thing on Jones Act Survival, but I find that people on Jones Act Survival don't really care to watch this kind of stuff. They like to see the finished product, but not so much of the build-up. Zach, when do we get to see? Oh yeah, okay. So I've answered all those questions. So I need 2 more at 45. God, I really need to know. Can someone tell me what time it is? Because I can't see with it on the live feed. I can't see what time it is. I need to know, because I need to get up and go to my mom's tomorrow. I need to get up at like 8. I'll be over there in a minute. Hopefully someone told me the time. See, and then to build the wall before, I was going to have to do it on the floor. Now I can just build it right here on the platform. Someone mentioned what time it was. Oh, what do we got? 1:14. 2 to 10 is 8. Yeah, thank you guys for the time. I plan on doing something. I don't know. Honestly, I'll probably get some of those camper jacks and just jack it up on 4 corners because it's going to have to be level anyways. So, now we get to build one wall. So I'm going to finish this wall and then hopefully go inside and hit the hay, but I'm determined. Determined to get something done today. Lots of screws. Okay, so the top is this nice piece here with the screw in it because I had this on something else apparently. Come get the screw out. My neighbors love me. For all the stupid stuff I forget about, and then I deal with this for me. Okay. So the key to this is going to be to put rust in my eye. To line these up with the members on the bottom. That way, when I go to screw it down, I can screw it on. Not on this one. I cut it down for that door. So I'll just use a fresh 2x. It's fine. Yeah. So a better deal with hoovering. If you go like that, it loses 3 inches of space on each side. Spread some love here. Get to it. Technically, if I wanted to be like super duper perfect and accurate with all this, I would like, you know, be using different methods, but like I said, I'm more like that. Fly by the seat of your pants. I find, you know, I can put a lot of effort into something and it turns out good. I can put like no effort into it as far as like thought process goes, and it turns out like pretty darn good. So I just choose to do the less because I think that it makes it funner. All I ever want to do is just have a little fun. There, let's look at these 2x4 and massive bend in it. Okay. We'll fix that though. Fix that. Gotta look beforehand. Bend and like a weird. See this way here, that's just a 4-foot side, and I can just plywood it up and call it a day. Whereas before, I'd have to buy another piece of plywood and then have to sit there and try to get all fancy with it. As you all know, I'm not a very fancy person. Okay, so that's square. Oh, I am gonna just do some measuring here. 9. Good idea. See if anyone's commented, because I'm just. Good night. So if I can find my square, so stepping on my dog. Phoenix, where'd my square go? Oh, where'd my square go? I know I can get the outside ones. Together. this up and screw a screw or two into her. And then at that point, I'll square it and get the rest of it out. This is the fun part. Super duper stickler. Call Dad and be like, hey, want to help me? Yeah. He's just always so busy. So I'm going to need some longer screws over my 3-inch. Now, you guys can maybe see what's really going on here. That one. Now we get the fun part of squaring it up. It's actually really good. Keep that on. For a second there, I had a panic attack because I thought, oh my god, I need this to go get the plywood. Nope. Not no more. Now I have to set myself a truck and go get whatever I want. Whatever I want. There you go. Oh, okay, now just have to how are you liking the truck now that you've had it a few days? Past your bedtime. Sarah, I am absolutely in love with the truck. I have hauled so much stuff with it and done so much stuff with it in just the last few days that it is like, wow, I can't believe I lived without one for so long. Like, I honestly think that everybody should get a truck because it's just perfect. go. Yeah, I mean, just in the past few days, it's just like this massive weight has been lifted off my shoulders. And I'm able to just do whatever I want, get whatever I want. Today we took Sam's car down to the cities because we thought it'd be easier to park, and it's like, wow, when you get in it, it feels like a go-kart, like you're right on the ground, and it just, I can't wait to take you on a ride in it, Sarah, because it feels nice. You want it. It feels really nice. There we are. There. That's one wall. Says, sweet, it's a nice looking vehicle, I can't wait to ride. Yeah. That's, when I went there, I test drove a couple Fords, and then I test drove that Chevy, and the Chevy was like, well, it's not a Chevy, it's a GMC, but it was just, it had like way more power, it rode way better. It didn't, the Ford felt clumsy compared to it, which is weird because I love Ford. So, I don't know, it's kind of interesting that I ended up going with the GMC, but it just is a magnificent thing. And I paid for it too, that thing was not cheap, holy crap. Not that I would want it to be cheap, but the truck market is unbelievable. As far as how much it costs to get what you want. It was almost beneficial for me to buy new over used because the payment was about the same. And I told you guys that I don't want to get my $500 tabs every year. I want to get, you know, $300 tabs because that's a hard bullet to bite. Not only are you making this massive payment, but now you got crazy expensive tabs. There you go. So it looks a little flimsy right now, but with it all said and done, it won't be flimsy. It'll be pretty good. Andrew says the Chevy is pretty. The Ford would get the job done. And then Sarah says, I realized when you got it, I didn't know if there were more kinds of trucks than Ford and Chevy. Yeah. But the year of it was a good year for financing. So I was able to get the term that I want, and the payment was within budget. So, anyways, I gotta get to work. Oh, what do we got? We got 3. This one. So I can almost make this side. Why do you keep whining, you little whiner? Be honest. Be honest about what? I gotta know. I love Ford. There's nothing wrong with Ford, but that Chevy Tahoe was really nice. And when I got in the one Ford, it was nice, it was a Lariat, so it was really loaded, leather seats and stuff like that. But it just didn't feel as nice. The interior felt nice, but I felt like I was driving around a super slow vehicle. That one had the 5.4. It was a 2010, had the 5.4, and it just, I don't know if it was because it was loaded and had a crew cab, it was too heavy or what the heck, but I got on that thing and I thought that the bearings were going to fall out of it. Holy junk. And then I thought, well geez, they wanted like $8 grand more for that thing. And then I looked at the Chevy and I'm like, the Chevy had less miles, it was a newer year, it wasn't loaded, but it was still nice. And they wanted like way less money for it. So I just made the obvious decision of, you know, I asked them what I could all get and it all fit my criteria, so pull the trigger on it. Pull the trigger and don't look back, that's for sure. Then you might regret it. You wish you had a Ford. I do wish I had a Ford. I could have got a Ford. I could have financed it. I could have got a brand new Ford, but the Chevy is better. Rides like a darn Cadillac. Some people like, my buddy likes Dodges because he says they ride like a lumber wagon. Whatever the heck that means. They ride rough. Fords ride rough. My dad will tell you that all day long. He says, my dad doesn't like Chevys because you sit lower in them and they feel like a car. He hates Chevys because of the way they feel. Well, I like Chevys because they ride softer, and I don't like riding in a lumber wagon. So my whole life, I've rode in lumber wagons. Well, and the Chevy had it's not bone stock, right? It had some kind of nice things. Z71 package, heavy duty, has the heavy duty 6-speed transmission, heavy duty rear end, heavy duty tranny cooler, heavy duty engine cooler. When that thing kicks on, it's like a fan, man. It's like you're in a turbine or something. Obviously, the Z71 has skid plates and it has a backup camera. It just didn't have any of the fancy stuff that really didn't interest me, like the leather seats or the sunroof, moonroof combo. I don't really get excited by that. I hate leather. I like heated seats, but it's not necessary for me, so, you know. And if I remember right, I think 2010 was kind of a bad year for that 5.4 liter smaller. If I remember it. So, doesn't hurt my feelings. I love it. I would buy a Ford over a Dodge, but the opportunity arose, and I have nothing, or a Ford over a Chevy, but when the opportunity is right, you have to take the opportunity, right? I waited 3 years to get on a stupid lease of a car, and I finally get the opportunity, and it just so happens that the dealership I go through they don't sell cheap used vehicles. Every vehicle there is, every truck there is over 20 grand, and if you want a Ford truck, you're talking 30 grand. So I just took the opportunity to finance one of their lowest price trucks on there. It happened to be a GMC. Does it come with heavy duty cup holders? No, but it has 7 cup holders in the front. Tell me that's not a lot of cup holders. 7 cup holders is a lot of freaking cup holders. I don't know why you need 7 cup holders, but apparently you do. So the truck's still nice. Harder set. With the 2 sides on, I feel really like I got something done for that. On top of all that, the fact that it's actually a heavy duty built truck, I was able to get the all that warranty stuff too. And some people don't care for that, but for me a warranty is a huge deal. In 4 years, and the maintenance records on that truck were perfect. Actually down to the differential fluid was changed every 30,000, the transmission's been serviced. They have all the records for it, and it's perfectly maintained. So that's pretty equally as important stuff. This is the warranty. It shows that whoever had it actually cared for it. It didn't just beat the heck out of it. The Ford was a decent truck, but it didn't have some of the perks that the Chevy did, or GMC. Looking decent. Let's see what this guy has to say. What are you squaring off of? I'm squaring the vertical to the horizontal as of right now. And then once I get that done, I'm going to put probably one of these 2x2s I got laying around. I'll put a 2x2 on the top to push it out, and that way I should be able to measure out. It should be just 4x4 for the back plywood. And well, I have to build a wall back here and stuff too, but I'm just squaring off of this because the trailer itself isn't that square. So I have to square it off of something else. Hence the trailer's on a square within itself. So do I not have a top board? Is that what's going to keep me in range here? Yeah, and I don't even have a top plate for it. So that's a 4x8 piece of plywood, and I just took away 6 inches on each side, which will actually be 7 inches once I get the plywood on the inside. The only thing that might change with that is I might just plywood the outside and leave the inside unfinished like that, so I can add shelves in between. But I think there'll be no problems with me sleeping in here. I kind of want to take a cot and just lay a cot down in here for fun, and just see how much space we have with the cot. Because I can either put a cot in here, or I can get like a mattress pad. So for fun, let's just throw a cot in here. I have to decide if I want the door on the side or on the back. I really like it on the back, but I understand that the side is good too. Oh, what's that one say? Fords are junk, good choice. Well, it's not really a contest. I like Fords too. I'm not brand specific by any means. So don't get the wrong impression. It's just joking around. And everybody's entitled to say what they want to say. We don't need to do this on this whole deal. Let's try not to be mean to each other, and let's just try to be civil. Anyways. So the biggest thing for me is that it fits a cot with enough headroom that I can get it out. And this is why I wanted to consider doing the door in the back, because if the door is on the side, you lose some of that valuable space. If it's on the back, you gain area to like storage, I guess you'd say. So you know, you climb up in here, watching your head ever so gently. You have a little light right here, maybe a vent. And you just go to bed. I want windows, 2 small windows. So, and then I don't know if I'll be able to be able to sit up on my cot. I was a little bit hunched over. You know, this is a decently wide cot. I probably could go with a sleeping pad or like a fold down bunk that was closer to the ground. You know, maybe 6 inches up. Just have hinges on here that flip down. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. And then I want to have a buddy heater in here, and I should have enough room to fit a buddy heater in here. And I would just run that like in the morning or whatever. So I mean, it would be, in this scenario, it would be kind of hard because I don't think that there's enough headroom. I could vault it, make little tiny trusses or whatever with 2x4s. Then I run the risk though driving down the road of having this whole thing just rip right off. So the door on the back will just be like a plywood. It'll be one sheet and I'll just cut it and then it'll open up. So yeah, I dig it. For a one-person camping trailer, and then the should be strong enough. When it's all said and done, it should be strong enough. And the canoe can go on top. The trailer was originally designed and lengthened so that a canoe could go on it. And a canoe can sit perfectly balanced on here from before the front tongue all the way to the back. So if I build this, I'll build a little rack on the top for the canoe. It should be good. It feels pretty stable. How high is this? This is a pretty high cot. 19.5 inches. So if I made a fold down style, granted that this was strong enough to hold, but it really, we just have to have some simple like legs that would fold down. But that way, I think the person, when you were, you know, lounging for the day or whatever, if it was a rainy day or say you're somewhere in your deer hunting and it's really nasty, you'd be able to put a standard sized camping chair in here and sit in it without hitting your head. Find out. So then you can sit in here and you can look out your windows and be good all day long. Yeah, so this wouldn't be bad. Also, this is something you could bring on ice fishing. Just bring this out. I thought a person could hang the buddy heater on the wall and then put the tank on the front because I want to get like the hose. So that'll probably actually happen. The buddy heater will mount to the wall. They put a tank on there. It wouldn't take anything, even with this thing non-insulated, it wouldn't take anything to heat it up. So, and it's tall enough, this is tall enough to where the canoe will clear the bed of the truck as I turn, even though it wouldn't have to if I want to put it forward more. It would clear. The only other thing I would do is I would run some heavy, I would drill and run some heavy bolts through the whole frame instead of just the screws. This will happen. Run those heavy bolts and then bolt sides to the floor, to those 2x4s going across. As long as it's a really stable box, which it should be. Once you get that sheathing on here, this will be built really good. Trying to think of how to do the roof. A little pitch would be nice because you could put like a little storage nook above you. It's not necessary though. It should just be a box. Look at the easiest way. Yeah. As long as it doesn't get to, I mean, right now it's just in really a while. Maybe I could get some gussets from Menards and put the gussets in the corners. But I think this will be good. And honestly, what I want is I want the can I step all the way back here? I want the whole back door, to, this whole thing, to swing open and swing shut, because that way it doubles as a cargo trailer when you're not using it for camping. So, anyways, I'm gonna go because I gotta go to bed and get up early. But this has been pretty fun, guys. Hopefully, we can keep working on it and get the details all worked out. But I think it's gonna be good. And I got an extra battery. I have an extra battery, an old car one, so I can run some LED lights in there. And then I thought on the top I could get a small solar panel that's made to charge car batteries, like they have battery tender style. And I'm gonna hook that up so that I can run it off the batteries and it'll charge it slowly during the day, because I don't think I'll need much power, just enough to run a small LED light at night. And then make it 110 volt also. So just run like a single 1 or 2 lights in there, and then a little light outside, and just you can flick it on and off or whatever. Electrical's not that hard, so it's coming together. That's for sure. But thanks everybody for watching, and I will talk to you later.